Okay, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? How are you people doing here? Back again with another video. So let's talk about the Ashton Kutcher and the Mila Kunis situation, because basically what happened was that there was word out there on the internet that got leaked to major news outlets of basically them, trying to write a letter to the judge, before Danny Masterson got sentenced to 30 years to life in prison for after being convicted of 2 counts of SA. And basically in that letter, what apparently Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis tried to do was basically just convince the judge to give Danny Masterson the most lenient sentence ever. That's right, I'm not even kidding. It's like, this is absolutely just outrageous to read about. But I'm gonna just say this: when it comes to if somebody gets arrested and they get convicted of SAing someone, then I, for the life of me, can never understand how anybody could defend somebody like that. I'm talking about, obviously, people that do horrible things and then people that continue to make excuses or defend them. Like, that's one of the most ridiculous or heinous things anybody could ever do. But yeah, basically Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis, released an apology video where basically they are trying to, I guess, really downplay, them sending that letter to the judge. That's right. It seems like they're trying to downplay this now that, it's been, now that this story has been leaked out there on the onto the major news outlets, because major news outlets are reporting about this. But the only thing I have to say about this is, when it comes to the apology video, I feel like that the apology video could have been better made, in my honest opinion. Like, I think the biggest mistake that Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis did was basically even thinking about, trying to pen a letter to the judge asking for a more lenient sentence, because obviously Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis, they knew Danny Masterson for like 2 decades, especially from, I guess, the production of that 70s show and all that. And the only thing I have to say is, that 70s show, especially after the conviction of Danny Masterson, will never be the same again, the way how I see it. Because obviously, I mean, for Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis to, stoop this low and basically just even think about penning a letter to the judge is absolutely dumb and ridiculous, that it seems like now they're just trying to save themselves by making the apology video. That's right. Even though I think to myself that their decision to pen a letter to the judge was absolutely dumb. And instead, what they could have really done was basically, in my opinion, just offer their condolences to the victims, not just the victims, but all the families and all the people that were affected by Danny Masterson's actions 2 decades ago. That's really, in my opinion, what Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis should have done, the way how I see it. Because if I was them, that's what I really would have done, was just really, instead of penning a letter to the judge, I would have just really just, sent out a letter to all the, victims that were affected by Danny Masterson's actions. That's really, in my opinion, what I personally would have done if I was in that position, in that Hollywood position. And, obviously the reason why they did that was because, I guess, Danny Masterson's family, has reached out to them and begged them to, sign a letter to the judge for a lenient sentence, even though that didn't really do anything, considering the amount of evidence that was presented at the trial. And, just obviously the only thing, and the biggest thing that shocked me about this trial was Danny Masterson not, even apologizing to the victims' families. Like, the least he could have done was apologize to the victims' family, not just the victims, but their families as well, and all the people that were affected by this. But yeah, they basically, both Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis now, I guess, are being slammed on social media for that letter. And, well, not just that, but then the apology video and all that. But let me know, what do you think of their apology video in the comment section below? Do you think it's sincere or not? Because for me, I don't think it's really too sincere, just because it seems like they are only doing this because they realize they got caught and all that stuff. But yeah, honestly, dude, I'm shocked that they would even try and defend Danny Masterson, especially after after he just got convicted of doing something really, really heinous and horrible. Like, I don't get it. But yeah, that's the video. Peace.